I was really happy with today. I thought the guys had great energy. Um, they were pleased to be out there. You know, we've been sitting around for whatever 36 hours since we got here in quarantine, and not only do we have good energy, we didn't do anything 5-on-5, but we did do a lot of organizational things, and it was far better than I would have hoped for. Well, we had planned for it. So yesterday, actually, we had a league Zoom call that was mandatory. We had a team Zoom call, which was to prepare for these first few days of practice. Uh, and I actually just watched a ton of film. So, for me, it wasn't that different than a lot of other days, to be honest with you. I mean, today, like I said, I thought the energy was terrific, and we remembered a lot of things that I wasn't sure, or remembered things at a higher level in terms of execution than I could have hoped for. I think it'll take some time, obviously, to get that level of play back, especially offensively. But we have a smart group, and if they'll work like they did today, then I think we can make quick progress. We actually didn't, because of the nature of the way practice went. We did no contact today, and we didn't even do any individual defense, which is one of the places where you might get some pulls or anything. We're gonna play live tomorrow. We're gonna build it up. We've spent a lot of time talking about this. David Tenney, our performance coordinator, helps me a great deal, and so that's one part of it. The second part, to be honest, is the majority of our guys have been in Orlando working out, and we've been able to do not contact, but quite a bit of conditioning. So, that part, again, we'll see as we go forward, but I think that we have a good plan. We want to help them get their games in rhythm, get as organized as we can, and do it injury free. Those are our three goals. I think it's a challenge for everybody. I think it'll be a challenge for every player and every team. And there's so much going on, and it's the circumstances are so different. It's actually hard, in my opinion, to truly prepare your team because there's no blueprint for this. It's a unique situation for every coaching staff, every player. But the teams that will be able to keep their focus and work the hardest, obviously, will have the best chance of playing well early. We have the same situation that we had 2 days ago. And in terms of how it will translate, I think that's going to play out. I mean, today was just the first day, and I was really happy with attitude, energy level, and yet obviously it's the first day, and there was no contact. So as we get into it more and we start to hit, and get more game-like conditions, then we'll really see how the work that we did before helps us. Yeah, a bunch of people actually. I spoken with. I think I told you guys this the other day. I mean, I spoke with Ron Rivera from the Redskins. I spoke with Steve Wilkes, who was the coordinator last year with the Cleveland Browns, about things like that. I had a great conversation with Steve Nash. I talked to a guy, Rick Elias, who is a good friend of mine, someone I lean on for leadership ideas. And then obviously, Jeff and Stan Van Gundy, Tom Thibodeau. So, I mean, we did things today actually much differently in practice. We did drills that are different. We're going to mix some of that up. But we didn't do a lot of contact, and so it set a good tone. I think our energy level was high. Tomorrow we'll play a little bit of 3-on-3, and then we'll try to build from there. It's not going to be normalcy. I mean, it's very structured, and rightfully so. I would say this: it's a safe environment in terms of. The pandemic is, I would think any place is. I mean, we're getting tested every day. There are very strict guidelines before you can even leave your room every morning. And there is structure in every phase of what we're doing. So I think that makes it different. It's a unique experience. I think it's great for the guys to get in the gym. And but the everyday living, getting acclimated, while still trying to be committed as a team will definitely be a challenge. My feeling on all of that, Josh, to be honest, is I think every team's going to go through this. And I just think that your mindset's got to be who's in the gym, uh, who's ready to go, and you're on top of every guy's conditioning level, health, how in rhythm they are, and then you just make the decisions that way so your team plays as well as possible. Going through this, nobody's going to have other guys, I don't think. I mean, it's a unique preparation, and I think that's going to be a learning experience for all of us.